Hey, my loves, welcome to NSYNC. My name is Oyin, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host,
Esther.
Victoria.
I love how we're looking like comfy, loungy.
In
like
our
low-key
low-key
loungewear because
Yes.
we're low-key and we have to lounge low-keyly. Okay? I don't know what that happened, but okay. Okay, so today's episode is, I don't know, it's deep. It's gonna be funny, it's gonna be deep. So you guys just sit back, get your edge drinks, get your wine, get your popcorn, because listen, we're about to laugh. We might cry a little bit, but it's tears of joy. And of course, we couldn't have done this episode without our beautiful, beautiful guests, and I will let them introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Kiana Martin, and I own two businesses. One is Lowkey Loungewear, outfits for females, and the second one is Desire to Create events and decor. We do birthday parties, gift boxes, and many, many more.
Awesome. Come on, boss woman.
we love to see it.
Give me that boss vibes. I love it.
Hi guys, my name is Victor, aka Gele Master. Basically, I do geles for brides, bridesmaid, and so on and so forth. I do travel as well. I'm a stylist too as well in Toronto and worldwide as well. Yeah.
Come on.
You see those like gillies that look like rose petals, giving you fun, everything. That's Gele Master. Come on.
Hey guys, I'm Chemsi, aka Ton Amour.
No, wait. Can we do it? Because
I was waiting. I didn't know if you guys wanted to do it or not.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Chemsi, aka
Ton Amour.
So I'm part of the podcast, The Backyard Bants. That's also under the production company that's called The Talkative X. We're also the producers of this show.
Yes.
So normally I'm behind the camera, but today I'm in front of it. And that's about it. I guess it's a busy life. Back to back, behind the scenes, and in front of the camera, behind the camera, all of it.
Shems is ready. Okay, she knows how to talk. She's ready.
No pressure.
Okay, so today's episode is literally we're talking about insecurities in men and women. Go deep, go high, go shallow, go wherever you want to go. Because I don't know, just go everywhere.
Go everywhere.
Deep end, shallow end, wherever ends. So, I really want to just kick this off. What do you guys feel? So, Vic, I'm going to start with you. What do you feel, are some insecurities in men?
I feel it's the way it seems to you. Basically, I think men have different insecurities. I feel like your body. I can say that for sure. Body, the way you see things as well, and what it says to you in your own way. So basically, for a man, if a man has insecurity for that, it's different from what I have, literally. Or basically having like friends that are like popular, you having like whack friends, that as well like is involved too. Yeah.
So you feel like popularity and like body create insecurities.
Oh, circles.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Kiana.
Am I talking men, women?
Sis, talk.
Obviously, I think for women, the hardest one is obviously body. I think society has just made us not only judge our own bodies, but compare ourselves to other women's bodies, and that's why there's so much with surgery and everything right now. So yeah, men, I think money is a big one. I think a man, if he doesn't feel like he's up or where he needs to be with money, then he feels like he's just got to focus on getting his stuff together and nothing else matters.
Yeah.
I agree. Listen, that money one, we're coming back to that. We're coming back to that one. If you know me, you know we talk money. Okay. Chemsi.
I think when it comes to insecurities, the similarity between like men and women is more like, how can I explain it? They both follow what society puts like in the forefront. So if everybody's focusing on the body, then the men are looking what's the best body to look for, and then the women are looking what's the best body to look for in society, and that's what makes it very hard when it comes to body. And then I would also say for men, I agree with Kiana that like the money aspect and the statue, like where are you, like the status of you, like are you up there, are you low, like if you cannot show your status, I think it brings up insecurity in men.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Before we go into the money part, ladies, what do you feel like the insecurities are in men and women? Do you have different opinions?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Oh, I really like how Victor brought up body for men because you don't hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Like when I think of insecurities, I would think about money, but I never think about body. So I really do like that you brought that up because when you go on social media now, especially TikTok, I'll be seeing these men in their abs, no shirt, like I don't understand. Little bit of beef, like it's too much. So I love that you brought that up. And I think, I guess, too, when you guys were talking about bodies as well, and I think also I noticed too on social media is features. I noticed like we got these apps that have you having a smaller nose, bigger lips.
Yeah.
And it's like God made so many people look so different in so many ways, and it's like social media has one sort of like feature, and it's just so sad. Like I'm not gonna lie, for me, I think my biggest insecure about my features was my nose. I used to think like I didn't.
Pretty nose.
I don't know. Like that's
But
what I'm
embrace
saying.
that, man.
That's what, but that's the thing. But that's the thing.
That's very true.
Women look at our
have a
we
lot.
look at ourselves very differently than how other people
Yeah.
perceive us, right? So now I love my nose. I love my features, my big lips, my nose, everything. And what got me to here is me telling myself that, because all you guys can say I look like a fat bitch, but if I don't feel it, I don't see it.
No, I agree with that, because when I was in primary school in the UK, listen, I was bullied because of my lips. Okay,
And all these
do you know-
babes
do you
are
know
getting injections.
They used to call my lips fish lips. Yo, I used to cry myself. Why are you laughing? You're a hater. Anyway, I used to put this one here. Anyway, I used to literally cry myself to bed, because I'm like, yo, like, mom, why do I have big lips? And now I'm like, girls are getting fillers, and I'm like, you want my lips? And it's bumpy, and it's like, But yeah, Victor, what's your
And the girls that are getting the injections, their lips don't even look as nice as yours.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
just
It's not
go.
natural.
But anyway,
I think it's because of what they see on social
It's what
media.
they see. It's perfect. Things have
Yeah,
changed now. It's
exactly,
like
yeah.
what, I guess we would think were insecurities back then. It's like now people want it. They want the big bum. They want the big boobies. They want the smaller nose. They want
Why
the big
are our
lips.
body parts trending? Like I remember
It's
it was
crazy.
now I'm seeing hips that are trending. What's
Yeah.
next
Before
year?
that was fat. If you had big
No,
booty, big hips.
Now it's the jaw. It's actually the jaw
The
now.
jaw, you have to have like that straight.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
it's crazy because like when I was in high school, right? What was trending is wider waist, no ass, and bigger boobs. That was what was in, right? But now, and like you would get made fun of if you didn't have like a slip, if you didn't have a wider waist or boobs, right? Even if you had an ass, no one's looking at your ass, right? It's all about the chest. So now it's funny how things are changing now. That's why like you can't follow the trends, because even this whole BBL era is slowly dying out, and people are even like reducing their bums. You know, they don't really care as much as their waist and stuff like that, right? And people are dying because of this whole BBL. So all because people are not reporting it, like people are dying, it doesn't mean it's still not dangerous, right? So, but it also stems to like society, right? So you also have to be confident in yourself, which I know is hard, but at the same time, it's like these trends will die down. So
Yeah. Do you feel like, Chemsi, we spoke about money and, men and insecurities. Would you, knowing that, would you actually date someone that earns less than you?
I have actually, so I would say yes.
Okay, so was there like any form of insecurities there? Was there like, did you notice a difference?
I think it's just the way you act around the person that will allow them to feel whether they are comfortable in that position, and also the confidence of the person that is not making as much as. So if they're confident enough to not worry about that, you should not worry about it yourself.
Yeah.
But the experience was, you just have to think that you will be a little bit more of the provider, and you have to think that, okay, if you want to do something, you have to think ahead. Is this person going to be stressed trying to get this done because they might not be able to afford it?
Yeah. Kiana, would you ever, like, what are your thoughts on like money and insecurities in men? Would you ever date someone that's actually earning less, and have you?
I have more than once. I find that it did cause a lot of insecurities and issues in our relationship. I agree with what you were saying, that a lot of it does come down to the confidence of the man, because, I can try, like, I'm a boss female. I'm very, like, hustler. I'm very on that. So, and when I win, like, I feel like we both win. So I want to share, like, when things are going well, but sometimes that's hard when things aren't going well for them. Because you don't want them to make them feel like emasculated. So that was a big thing I find in my relationships, was making the man feel emasculated, even if it wasn't on purpose. So definitely confidence comes down to it. I don't even think the number of whether I make more or not matters. It just comes down to, are you satisfied and happy with where you're at?
That's right.
And that's the biggest thing.
Awesome, thank you. And Victor, because obviously you're the only guy here.
Honestly,
So, be honest, right? Would you, and I'm just going to everyone with this question, would you ever, date a woman that's earning more than you? And, why, if you can or you can't?
honestly, throughout my dating experience, I feel I've not been in that position before. I feel like I'm always the one that's providing it, even though I always like want to do it, literally. Even though they don't ask for it, I'm always like, buy this, buy this, buy this, because
It comes natural.
I'm more like a giver, literally. I please the person, even though like they don't ask me. So I just feel it depends on the person dating the other person, right? And it's how it's said as one relationship. Because sometimes females do want things, but don't know how to come in a good terms, or because sometimes they go off with the conversation. Like, I want this, I want Gucci, I want this, but it's like I don't have that money to buy what you want, but maybe you can get this, but due to my situation or something, but just like, just understand where I'm coming from.
That's true.
But don't you feel like this also puts pressure on men? Because, let's be honest, like lately women are making more than men, because right now, companies they're trying to push this whole diversity and everything. So some roles that, men would naturally be hired for, they're now purposely looking for women to fill that spot, like VP, director. So naturally women are making more. Do you feel like from a man's perspective, this puts pressure on a guy, and then he seeks other ways to make like more money, maybe illegally, because they feel like they want to just keep that masculinity thing in that relationship? Like, what are your thoughts?
I think with society too, kind of like what you were saying, I think not even just women putting pressure, but other men or just society putting so much pressure on, like, we're seeing on social media these like and people keep forgetting these are celebrities, right? With millions buying their girls cars and all houses and stuff for their birthdays. But then now, a woman's looking at her man like, oh, where's my purse? And you're like, does it matter? Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that is what puts so much pressure on a man to feel like they're not adequate enough if they can't be doing these things for their woman.
And to actually add to what you're saying, a lot of people don't know what's happening behind closed doors.
Exactly.
So I was listening to this one podcast, and she was basically talking about how her friend, when you go on her social media, she got the Gucci bag, she has her boyfriend, and her boyfriend's buying her all these fancy stuff, but behind closed doors, her man is literally physically abusing her. So it's like, I definitely feel like people need to understand, be careful what you see on social media.
That's right.
For sure, because I
Not all that glitters is gold,
But I don't understand, why do people like focus so much on social media and what they see, and they put so much pressure on their partner or their female, like they want this, but like, you already know you can't get this, so why can't you be satisfied with what you have?
Because they're looking for acceptance.
That's
And work
They're looking
towards,
to
look a certain way.
work towards that,
Yeah,
but it shouldn't
but they
be,
want the fast acceptance. So they don't want even to take the time.
but all this stuff is material stuff. It's not literally, it's not going to get you anywhere.
Exactly.
You're going to buy it and then drop it, so I don't understand.
It goes out of style.
It's changing the game for influencers, because a lot of these influencers are renting their bags.
I was gonna say that you can actually rent now.
They're renting their bags, or their bags are actually fake. They're getting there's this website that people keep talking about where you can get your fake bags. Like, on TikTok.
Secondhand bags.
Yeah, secondhand bags. So it's like, people need to understand what you're striving for is not real. Like, that's why for me, like personally, to ensure that my securities are in check, I just stay in my lane and I just literally focus on myself. Like, sometimes I don't even be checking on, like, I don't be going down my timeline a lot to avoid comparison. And I just go on, check out my friends, support friends' businesses, support in sync, S drinks, and then I log out, and then I have my life.
That's it.
I think it's important that you have to not spend hours and hours and hours on social media. Otherwise, you will get sucked into the pressure, right? And like what you said about renting purses and stuff, there's actually this studio that's in the form of an airplane. Like, looks in the form of an airplane. And I saw these influencers taking pictures in it. Like, it's actually like they're catching flights, whereas they're not. But if someone didn't knew that, they'd be like, oh my gosh, this girl's constantly catching flights, but she's not, right? So like, things are not what they seem on social media.
I think age is a big thing too. Like, nowadays we're seeing, especially with TikTok, like these 21-year-olds being like, just bought a house, and then it's making you feel like, well, I'm 28 or I'm 30 or I don't have a house, and it's like, are they renting that house? Are they? You don't really know. Like, you don't actually know anyone's life.
The lease, or is it
How many people are you seeing with Birkin bags and then like no shame to anyone, but are going home to live with their parents? Like, you don't actually know people's situation. So
You don't. I want to kind of tap into cheating and insecurities, because I feel like the biggest insecurities in women comes from cheating, right? What are your thoughts on it? Do you feel like if a woman has been cheated on and she kind of gives this guy another chance, is that not gonna break her more internally because she's literally putting herself in fire and she has all these insecurities, trying to be someone that she's not while in this relationship with this guy? Like, what are your thoughts on cheating insecurities?
When it comes to cheating, it's a no-no. And why I say no-no as a guy is because due to past experience, not in a relationship, but as like in family.
Okay.
Just due to the it's linking as basically you getting married and then divorcing or cheating or that kind of thing. So it's just like I don't want that to happen with me. So I just have that standard. I don't want to be in that situation of cheating on someone. If I don't want to do it, I'll say, oh, like I'm out or I'll dance, basically. So yeah, that's me though.
Yeah.
I find that like for me, growing up, I felt cheating was so normalized that it created like internal trust issues for me because auntie, your uncle is out here talking to these young babes. And you're just sitting there thinking it's okay, and I'm just growing up like this is not right, like you know what I mean.
So it's like what's telling me that any other guy's not doing the same thing?
Exactly. So I'm thinking if I get into this relationship, how do I know he's not doing the same thing? You know what I mean? So I feel like people who take their men back and it's just becoming too normal, and I think it starts from us women and just saying no and trying to stop it. And I'm not taking nothing from men, like cheating is definitely wrong, but the fact that it is normalized, I just feel like it's a cycle that's growing, and I just know that I know for me, I'm just not going to accept it, and that's something I'm going to definitely teach my future children.
Yeah.
But do you feel like, okay, those guys out there that, that have everything, and basically ladies know this from the get-go before they even start dating, and they think they can change a guy because it's cheating. Do you feel, like, how do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, you can't change anybody.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
So if someone's set in their ways, they're set in their ways, right? It's not for you. If you're putting yourself in a position thinking that you can change someone, you're hurting yourself, right? You can only change you. But in that situation, when Onyi was talking about insecurities, right? When it comes to cheating, if you're cheated on the first time, right? The person has already showed you who they are, right? So you get to decide whether you want to stay or whether you want to go, right? So if he cheats on you again or she cheats on you again, that's on you. You have no one else really to blame but yourself, right? I know it's easier said than done, but when it comes to insecurities, it stems from you, right? So that's what.
I just feel like, like you said, cheating right now, people just see it as it's normal. I'll take him back, we'll work in it, you trust, all of that stuff. Like, okay, so I know someone, they're actually married, and this guy cheated. She thought, she can change him, get married, have kids for him. 3 kids later, he's still doing his business outside. But it's like now she's gone and gotten her body done. And I'm like, girl, you didn't do it for yourself. You literally did it because you want to look like the girls that your husband is, So to me, it's like, you're literally killing yourself inside. You're fighting exactly. It's like you're so insecure in yourself that you're pretending to be secure. Because if you were secure, you would not have gotten your body done for your husband to look like the girls that he's going with. So for me, it's like, even if he goes and cheats again, what are you gonna do?
What you just said right now, I feel like some guys just do it for having fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, but it's just like maybe due to past experience, but we might not know what experience that is but it's not because like to them sometimes it's like it's not a bad thing to them, but it's a bad thing to you. So people might take things differently. Yeah.
So you feel like daddy issues also play a part, like not having both families in a home can play a part in like.
I think so. Yeah.
It does for some people.
I think some people believe that if there's a divorce in your family, a lot of them stop believing in marriage or believing in love or believing in having one person.
How does that create insecurities though?
Because I feel like you just start to think that like it doesn't matter anymore to eat. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm a good husband, doesn't matter if I'm whatever, because in the end, marriage isn't going to work out anyways. In the end, whatever. You know what I mean? In the end, they're going to cheat anyways. Like, I also find cheating causes people to cheat. Like, So there's someone who gets out of a relationship they were cheated on, and then now whatever relationship they go into, they don't care to be the cheater because they're like, everybody cheats, so why not? But it still stems down to, I find, hurt and insecurities and you're projecting something out there so you're not feeling that you felt when you were hurt. Do you know what I mean? So you pretend it's okay and that, oh, well, I'll do it too, so it doesn't, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Okay, Victor, what are your thoughts?
The whole Tristan and Chloe situation. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for her. I'm so sorry because it's like, okay, I understand she wants her daughter to have like the same father, but it's like clearly this man doesn't respect you, right? There's lack of self-respect, lack of self-esteem, lack of everything. It's like, sis, no matter how many times you change your face, no matter how many times you change your body, clearly he's still stepping out on you. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you actually respected yourself, right? If you actually had like that high self-esteem, you would know, like, I deserve better. You know what I mean? Like, I make all this money. I don't need him to be by my side. You know what I mean? Like, there are men out there who would actually treat you right. But there's something lacking.
I think the situation here is that she's saying the words, but she's not following up with the actions.
She'll be posting quotes on
that's
Instagram.
Like the whole self-respect, self-confidence, she's talking about it all the time. But when it comes to actions,
I just feel like she's insecure, and because she's been called the ugly sister.
Yeah,
she has
she
like how
definitely
many
has.
sisters? She's been
compared,
called
being
compared, the fat
Yeah.
one, the big nose, the this. So it's like she's so insecure. No matter what she does to her body, it's still gonna live in. Like I said, I was bullied, fish lips. Till today, I don't want to wear red lipstick because my lips might look big. So it's like some insecurities from your childhood still kicks in. It still stays in. And I'm sure you guys probably have some. And it's like, oh, if I wear this bra, my tits are still looking saggy because you were called saggy tits when you were in school. So I feel like with Chloe, that is it. It's still in her head. Because at the end of the day, we're human. Things stay. Till the day you die, no matter, like, things stay in your head. So it's like, you need to be nice to how you talk and treat people because honestly,
you can't take it back. Once you say it, you can't take it back.
whether it's you're saying something, a comment, a smirk, whatever it is, because you cannot take it back. And it's literally like with Chloe, it's like people have said so many things about her. So she finally saw Tristan, she finally got that baby. Tristan's cheating, I'm gonna keep going back. Because she's so insecure in herself. Like, she was with Lamar, probably French one time, it didn't work out. So let me just steal this person and have a kid with and just, so I really think it's insecurities. But I really want to kind of go into friendships and how friendships taps into insecurities. Before I even go into a question, I'm going to give you an example. So I know these two people, and one of them is already insecure about her weight, right? The other one, she's obviously not. And they're both beautiful. And what's it called? So the one that's insecure about her weight wore a crop top. Obviously, she's on a bigger side. So it's not going to be flat. The other friend, literally said, you look like Winnie the Pooh.
Hey,
Oh. Why?
And for me,
She was vocal with that.
we were on a call. And I had to stand up, like, well, look at your shape, look like a pillow. You look like a pillow yourself. Like you're flat on both sides. But to me, it's more, I had to go deep to her because you went deep on someone else. Like, why would you do, when you're not perfect? Why, this girl's already insecure about her weight. Why would, she's obviously wearing a crop top to give herself confidence. And it's like, why would you say that to her? So for me, I really feel like friendship plays a big part. So what are your thoughts?
But I had a question though, like, are they both friends?
They're friends.
They're really good friends.
Well,
supposed
not
to be.
now, but then,
Well,
then they were friends. They were
to my
good friends
opinion,
then.
friends shouldn't even discourage you. Friends should be encouraging you, literally. And there's ways to say things and ways to go about it. You understand? If you feel like this person is your friend, you shouldn't have said that in the first place. You understand?
That's why I surround myself with good people. Like, I stay away from people that be throwing shade because people try to like
Those
sneak diss
shades,
you
it means
and
a
just
lot.
throwing shade. Like, sometimes me and my girlfriends we throw like innocent shade, whatever. But if I don't know you, you're getting a little too comfortable and you're trying to throw some dish shade. I kill things with kindness. I'll be like, okay, you're not gonna see me again. I'm so sensitive with the people that are around me because the people around you can really affect how you see yourself, how you like live day to day. So I think that is just very important. So, and that girl needs to leave her friend.
Obviously, I'm not sure about now, but they're obviously not, as close. But it's like, what would you do if your friend came to you and let's say you were in my shoes and that happened? What would you have done to defend that friend?
You mean like you saw the situation happen?
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like at first I would just come straight and be like, the words you used or how you came at your friend is not the right way to come by. If you feel like you could like show her a more flattering way of getting dressed, maybe. But at the end of the day, if she chose that shirt, then support her through it. That's something I would say to the person. Yeah.
And like you just don't discuss about anybody's weight, period.
No.
You don't use words like we need to do because that word is gonna be stuck in your head.
Exactly. Yeah.
This happened in what 2019. For me to still remember it, I can't imagine her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And every time she's gonna wear the crop top, she's gonna be like, oh, that girl said.
Yeah, exactly.
And imagine how she even said it too as well.
It was very blunt.
With some
And in
attitude
front of
too.
other people.
It was actually on a call. Yeah, it was
Like
a
if you
three-way.
actually like what you said, if you say, okay, let's say you think it isn't that flattering on your friend, you want to let her know.
Yeah.
Privately, push her like, hey
Exactly.
girl, I have these outfits instead. Like, do you want to try this something? To do
Yeah.
that publicly, I feel like you did that on purpose,
yes.
to embarrass her. And the thing is, what about other people's bodies affect you? It doesn't. So there was no need for you to say that.
That's what I was just about to
No,
say.
that's
She's
why
insecure
I have to
herself.
remind her you're not perfect yourself.
So okay, so due to this situation, right? Do you feel like people that are your friend don't say things to you that are true, but like they keep things from you, like in your like to this day, like because I have friends now, like they know things, but they don't want to tell you because it will hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
But they tell other people about the situation.
That's
Yeah.
because for me it's like come to me and tell me what you know. I'd rather hear from you because if I hear it from someone else and I find out that you knew about it, it hurts more than what I even heard. I feel like that's what's. But then hearsay, people talk. So as my friend, okay, you're gonna defend me in public, but then come to me in private, like I heard
Yeah.
this. Is this true? And then how you handle it is how you handle it.
Like, why do they feel so comfortable to talk about
To be in the same
about
place.
like it doesn't make any sense. Like
The subject doesn't even concern them, but you're
like,
mouthing
yeah.
and I can relate to that because I had this girl who like a past friendship, and she would come to me like, "Oh sis, like I have tea to tell you about you." I literally stopped it. Why do you need to bring me tea about myself?
Yeah.
Like no one can ever come to me about like my close friends
Yeah.
about anything. Like no one's gonna be like, owing this, and this. Like no, because you're not gonna feel comfortable enough to get that. And I think people need to understand that, like for sure. Because, and another thing too was you bringing tea about me is like, what do you want me to do with this tea? Because what I'm gonna do is snitch. So this girl, I'll snitch. What am I gonna do with the
I
information?
always say, don't tell me anything unless you're comfortable with me letting that
talking
person
about
know
it.
that it was you who told me because I don't want to know. Oh, but you can't say anything. No.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah?
do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
So I want to kind of go around the room a little bit. What would you? Okay, so if a friend came to you, like, hey, listen, I feel very fat. I'm not happy with my weight. There's something, how would you make her feel better? Like, what advice would you give her? And I think people need to know this because I'm sure they're probably going through it. And
I've
we're gonna have
actually
supportive
had
friends.
I've actually had a couple friends come to me with stuff like that before, like in the past, and I always find there's two ways. One, I always remind them that they're beautiful and their value and all the things. I try to tell them all the things. Oh, you're talented. You're this. I try to remind them of all the different things that they have to remind them that their body size doesn't equate to how valuable they are.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is I try to support them by being like, but if you feel uncomfortable and you want to make a change, I'll support you through it. Do you want me to go to the gym with you?
Yeah.
Do you want me to start eating healthier with you?
Yeah.
Do you want me to, maybe we can support each other and check in. Oh, did you drink this much water today? And do stuff like that.
Yeah. I like that. How about you guys?
I feel like she said everything.
But from a guy's perspective, though, because
Yeah.
Same.
Do you
I
guys
feel
do
like
that?
I have all friends in all shapes though, and for me, I'm always like, embrace yourself. You don't have to go through the needle to get that body,
we're two-way
or
stringers.
to improve or prove to a guy or a female that you get your sex and all that. Just you can work out, do things that you're comfortable doing. Don't overdo it because life is too short, literally. Because people are still gonna talk about you at the end of the day, literally.
Yeah.
I think this also, like from, I don't know, maybe you ladies may agree or not, but what I'm noticing is this trending topic of hips is actually a big thing because I've had girls DM me being like, Esther, how did you get your hips? Esther, how did you get this? Like, what workouts are you doing to get this? I've had people saying I've had friends tell me they want to get surgery and to get this, and I'm just like, yo, I'm telling you, maybe next month, no hips might be a trend.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Things
Like,
change.
you gotta really just literally love who you are and just embrace every aspect of yourself. Like, anytime I have friends that tell me, that they want to get BBL, I'll be like, why do you need to get it done?
You
What
have
is
to get-
what is the
Right.
reason?
There has to be a motive for you to
Exactly.
to go towards
Like,
that.
is it so you can look a certain way on social media?
Yeah.
Is it because you feel like looking good outside will make you feel good inside? Like, because if that's the issue, then no, we need to change up this, and
Yeah.
we need to start with the inside here, babe. Because if you're gonna get the surgery, what if you don't like the surgery?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna
Because
do?
That's happened
What's
a
the
lot
next?
to people.
Yeah, people will be like, okay, I want to get my hips done. Okay, I don't like it. Let me get my boobs done. I don't like it.
Like,
I want to get
what
my
do you
lips
do?
done. I don't like it. And then before you know it, they just be looking like someone completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like, choosing the right partner is key, plays a huge role to your insecurity?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Because it's like,
yes.
do you feel like you have to wait until you are secure in yourself?
In yourself, yes.
Which I don't think someone can be 100% secure in themselves. But you have to wait to, be fully secure for you to actually find somebody.
No. I don't think that's true. I think it plays a big part. Yes, I think it's important, but I think there are people who can be on that journey together. I think it depends on whether your partner is supportive of the fact that you're on that journey and can be understanding. And don't get me wrong, some partners just may not be patient enough. 'Cause, some people will be like, oh my gosh, talking about her body again. Or maybe there's someone who, you just have to find the person that's right for you and is on the same level, wavelength as you are, because maybe they'll, instead of being annoyed, you're gonna find a man who will be like, babe, no, you're beautiful, you're good. Someone who will understand, you know what I mean? Like,
I definitely actually agree too. Like, I've actually dated men that were jealous of me. I know that sounds weird. I know that sounds weird. Trust,
like physically?
like just jealous. Good things will be happening for me.
Oh, those things,
And then they just be feeling some type of way. Like, you know what I mean?
They don't have that support.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, I feel like we need to be secure in our own ways, and we need to be able to uplift each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not expecting a man to be fully secure, but I do look for how a guy loves himself.
Yes.
Because
Key.
like some guys be doing the most, not all, but be doing the most for their friends. And they try to impress everybody. And it's like, no, like they really be doing the most. Like, I want to date you and see how do you carry yourself? How do you love yourself? Because if you don't love yourself, baby boy, you ain't going to love all of this.
Bye-bye.
Because men be showing their insecurities in relationships, the way they treat you and how they talk to you.
Yes.
So,
out like by little.
oh my
Slowly.
gosh. Yo, give me her.
Slowly.
and
Like,
it's
That's so true.
They're like, oh, you sure want to wear this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you sure
why are you wearing
like,
that?
I keep,
Where are you going?
I hate to
Who's
bring
liking
this,
your picture?
I hate to,
Yes.
I
Who's
hate
that
to,
commenting?
I hate to bring this ex back again for season 2.
Bring it back, sis. Bring it back.
But it's a thing where I don't want to go too much into, but it was a thing where when COVID happened, I gained weight. So I'm getting flaps here. But it's a thing where, thanks, sis. But the thing's like, he bought me like a dress that was so big. I'm like,
Come on now.
why is this dress? And I knew what he was trying to do. In the sense that hide it. Like, because this dress, it was like a straight line dress.
Wow.
So it's like, these things come slowly. Or you'll be like, oh, do you want to wear your waist straightener today? Like when we're going out.
no.
You need to tell me that.
Wow.
Sometimes
guys don't know how to go about
they don't know how, but it's a thing where because slowly dropping the pin. So obviously, from buying a baggy dress on purpose to saying like, come on now, like you're making me more insecure. But then I agree, some guys don't know how to tell you're gaining weight, and I feel like even if they say it the right way, we're sensitive.
We're still gonna
We're gonna take it. Are you calling me fat? Like, so I feel like, what would you actually do?
But I feel like they can do it in the
says.
same way as like as a friend. You say, babe, like instead of buying pizza for dinner, instead of yelling at her, how about you cook a salad? For her for dinner.
Yeah.
Why don't you go grocery
dinner for
shopping
me.
and bring home some vegetables? That's little ways to do it without being rude. Because you could also be saying, we're trying to go on a healthy journey together.
How about
I want
if
us
I'm
to
not
be
part of this journey,
healthier.
Exactly.
There's
What if you're
always
not
a
part of
way.
this journey? Everyone should be a part of a healthy
I don't have
journey.
time for that salad and
So
lettuce.
I have a question. So I have a question for what you're saying. I have a question for what
But
you're
how?
saying.
So since you don't have time, how would you go about telling your partner?
I don't have to go on the journey with you, but I can support you in the journey.
But how?
Okay.
Okay, it's just the ways you just say it. I don't have to
But how would you
go along. You get me to say, but I can support you. It's just the way you say it.
But then, okay, so I have a specific
Because
question.
why would I go on the journey with you if I'm more in that journey? I don't
No,
understand.
that's why I have a question. Okay, so you feel comfortable with being like, okay, babe, you're gaining a little bit of weight, so maybe you need to eat salmon and vegetables for dinner. But I'm gonna have my pizza over here, though.
Look, you have fun.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so how do you? If you're like, I don't want to go on that journey, you think it's okay for you to be just a question, like no judgment, to be eating unhealthy
If
and
she
doing
comes
that,
to me,
but you're like, you have to though.
I won't say you have to. That's like kind of like I'm pushing it too much.
Okay, but how would you like? So would you say, okay, babe, eat salad? While
If she
you're
comes to
eating
me
jollof
with
rice?
advice, I would say, okay, have a like a schedule, like Monday to Saturday. You get and prep your meals. Instead of 3 days, eat twice a day or once a day. And eat some like snacks in between. Get to lower that calories and whatever is inside. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just the way you say it with your woman. Like you said, all women are sensitive. But not all men know about that. And again, like I said, if you're married to someone, they should know anyway. So
And you said you're not following while she's doing the meal prep and everything, right?
if I'm not, well, it depends, because if I want to lose weight or anything, I think screw myself, I'll work towards it, understand? Or she might tell me that, baby, you're getting stomach, because it happens maybe I think that my stomach is getting bigger, and then I should reduce eating but I like food, right? So, but at the same time, even though it was annoying, like I'm not, like I like the way I am, I still listen to her, even though, and I told her about it. But
so if you decided not to follow through, for example, let's take that situation, flip the script. Let's say you're the one that's looking to, and she's not looking to. How would you react to the fact that she is eating however she wants to eat,
like in front of
whatever
you.
she wants, but you are supposed to follow the meal prep and do everything.
It happened to me as well. Like I said, she told me that my stomach was getting bigger.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she told me, but it's like she was joking around with it, right? But at the same time, I'm not gonna
joke hurt shot.
I'm not gonna get mad at her because she's telling me she's my babe.
Got it.
First, so she should tell me everything. Even though it's gonna hurt me, she should tell me. And I work, even though I'll say no, it's okay, but I'll still work towards it anyways.
Makes sense.
But then I want to know, so okay, you help her with the meal prep and everything, right? So would you even, I don't know, go on a walk with her? Like just because working out
There's a lot of motivation
is a
needed.
lot of, especially if the whole household is not doing it together. It's easy, like if you're eating jollof rice and she's eating salad. Listen, when I was with my mom, I was on a keto diet. It only lasted me 2 days because I smelled egusi.
Ooh, that smells good.
I was like, this diet is in the.
But don't you feel like you're like, I don't know, like you're spending egusi, but at the same time you should know how to
because no one else
caution
was
yourself.
doing
You're
it
the
with
one
me.
because
It's the lack.
because they're not in that situation. You know, so if you want to improve your body, I feel you should.
So every man for themselves.
I feel like everyone knows the right thing to do. Literally, you don't have, but your guy can support you. But I don't have to do the journey as go to the gym like once a week. But I don't have to do everything.
No.
Just
But I think that's still
just
joining the journey, even if you do it once in a while and you motivate them. Like, I agree with you. You don't have to be, like, when I said join it, I didn't mean, like, oh, we're all eating broccoli
Together.
for breakfast.
Yeah.
But I just mean, like,
pick one.
okay, if you're always eating unhealthy all the time and I'm here trying to eat my chicken, I'm like, that looks so good. Like, it's hard, you know? So sometimes, every once in a while, to just motivate, maybe even if you're cooking your own jollof rice, you maybe cook something that she's going to eat, just so you're showing her, like, I'm still here with you. You know?
I think also determination helps. So the person that's actually going through this diet or doing all this exercise, if you're really determined on doing what you need to do,
you have to
people around you will not
yourself.
affect you as much just because you want what you want.
It depends on how bad you want it.
Exactly.
Because I feel like no one should tell you what to do if you know what to do yourself.
You understand? Because that's a big thing, wanting to like lose weight for your man or for the internet or wanting surgery for them and not wanting it for yourself, it's not gonna last. You're gonna have to want it and make a change for it. And that comes down to anything, even with cheating. If you want to be a different person, you want to get a better job, you want to do whatever, you have to want to do it for yourself.
This episode, is sponsored by Lowkey Lounge Drink. Thank you guys so much for being here. And once again, I'm Oyim,
Esther, Diana,
Victor,
And Chemsi.
and thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, we love you. Bye.